The shipping order challenge. Gwen was the first person I saw to do this, and then became a Tom. So I asked if he would mind me trying it, and he said, go for it. So if I'm going to do this challenge, let's make it more annoying. Ship all items in order, but once an item is shipped, it's done. There is a limited number of items and therefore money that we can earn in this challenge. Quests are allowed, but you barely get enough to finish the community center, and for this challenge I will not allow the parrot egg. The goals are to get perfection, or at least as close to perfection as possible, and the challenge must be finished by the end of year 2. Grandpa should be very happy if I actually manage this. Let's do it. Choose the Meadowsland farm to get the free 4,000 gold coop and the 2 chickens. Spend the first day chopping wood and foraging. Make sure to buy a chair from Robin and talk to everyone. Cut all the grass from around town to get seeds and plant them before the day is over. Head to see Willy and fish on any bubble spots, but spend most of the time fishing at the lake, as it's easier to get perfects. You should be at level 3, but if not, don't worry about it. Make sure to check quests every day and do them, unless they're impossible. Sometimes you'll get like a red mushroom on day 3, which is just stupid, but it happens. Put some hay in the coop and bring enough wood to fix the bridge at the beach. Make 3 chests, one for the river, one for the lake and one for the farm. I got a quest for catfish, so I caught 2 before heading to the lake to fish until level 4. Chop as much as you can, forage around, checking bins, and continue fishing in the lake. Assume I have petted animals and pets, collected eggs, watered crops, and checked the bins and noticed water crop quests every day. Go down to the forest and take a screenshot. Check the amount of spring onions and forage to see if it's worth going to collect them, and if not, do it tomorrow. At 8, go to town and check the Junimo note and then head to the mines. It doesn't really matter what luck you have. We need to get down into the mines. Quests could be anything from the mines between floors 1 to 39, so we need to hit level 40 as soon as possible. Kill every enemy and bug you can, as level 10 combat will be very useful for this year. You can stop at level 15, but if you have another 3 hours, 5 more floors is easily possible even with bad luck. Saturdays should always be spent walking around town collecting forage. Check the beach for forage, and especially want 3 coral and a sea urchin for a future bait maker. On Sundays, always forage around again, as any forage seeds made today can be planted and watered before the end of next year, and we need a lot. We want the travelling cart to have animal milk so the greenhouse can be finished early. We can spend money on about 15 parsnips to make sure we get the 5 gold star parsnips, and the rest can come from the museum. If you have a quest, you should do it, and today we need to catch a flounder. 300 gold is good enough, but the rewards are even better. Whenever you go past bubbles, you should take the opportunity to fish, as we will likely have this rod for a long time. Mine at least 5 floors every day, and the rest of the time fish and chop wood with the leftover energy. Make sure to get at least 1 strawberry seed. In spring, our only goal is to reach level 5 or 6 in all skills, get the end of the mines, catch all the available fish, get the 5 gold star parsnips, and obtain 1 of all of the crops available. And get enough money for upgrading the axe. We can bomb our way through the mines, so the axe is far more important. After reaching floor 80, we can unlock the mine carts. We could do it earlier if we got lucky with fishing treasure, but we didn't. We want to spend some time watering the crops on our farm to maximize the farm XP gain. At the Flower Dance Festival, we can buy 10 daffodils and 10 dandelions, that's the one. It's kind of a waste, so I'll just chop trees on my farm. We need to get level 7 foraging anyway. We clear out the entire farm, only leaving behind the bluegrass to grow for our animals in the future, and stopping debris from spawning. By the end of spring, I've reached level 100 in the mines, finished 14 quests, got 5 hearts with Emily, level 7 forage and mining, level 6 fishing and combat, but only level 5 farming. My farm is clear and I have tons of sprinklers ready for summer. In summer, the goals are to get max skills, get the 5 gold star corn and melons, have one of every summer shipped item grown, accumulate tons of copper and iron for kegs, catch the crimson fish and all the other summer fish, upgrade the axe, and expand the farming area with sprinklers. Plant everything you can and buy a few more seeds with the spare cash you have. You will need to buy blueberries and tomatoes for the community centre and later the rest of the seeds. Forage around and continue mining to get a mushroom floor, spending the rest of your time killing enemies in the mines to complete the guild quests. Make sure to catch 2 sturgeons as we will eventually need caviar, and hop into the secret woods for the fiddlehead fern. Make a tree farm area near the greenhouse to chop even more trees once the axe is finished. The Dorado was quite difficult to catch, so I think I need to train my fishing skill a bit. Using the bait maker, I can catch a bunch of sturgeons in the daytime and then a lot of super cucumbers at night time at the beach. I had to get the fiberglass rod in order to catch them though. With the axe all ready, we can chop down the stumps on the farm and the secret woods, increasing our forage skill by a lot. We need to catch the octopus, pufferfish and the crimson fish. On the green rain day, just cut grass all day and the seeds and plant them all the next day. We need a ton more farming XP to get to level 10. We hit farming level 6 and now we can change our sprinklers for quality ones and put our other sprinklers near the lake in the centre of the farm. Spending a lot of time foraging for more seeds, and after reaching level 9, the rest of the XP needed can be received from trees on the farm and the forage seeds. After that, focus on fishing for sturgeons and super cucumbers. When you reach level 8 farming, make the kegs, place them inside the mines. We continue the process of getting to max skills, chopping trees, mining for copper and iron, and killing dust sprites and void spirits for their rings. At the end of summer, over 2,000 summer seeds ready for year 2, level 8 combat and mining, but level 9 in the other skills, not quite 10. In fall, we plant only a few seeds as we don't have many, no plums around, so we spend time chopping and foraging. Fish up the sea cucumber, the tiger trout, and we get an early rainy day and catch the walleye, clearing up the fall fish. Time to mine again, and we finally get our 500 dust sprites. With the notice board up, we can get some decent quests with actual money. We give the ectoplasm to the wizard and finally get level 10 forage. With the botanist perk, everything we pick up will become iridium quality, meaning we can get the most amount of money from our forageables next year, and this will help reduce unnecessary items from our bag. When the initial crops have grown, put them into the seed maker and regrow them. We don't have enough money to grow infinite crops, so just keep building them up and making them into seeds, and eventually you'll have a lot of crops. But we only need a lot of good crops or regrowable crops. There are 2 more available monster eradication goals to complete and only a few fish, so we really need to focus our time on mining and quests for money. After completing a monster killing quest for Clint, we have enough gold to unlock the fruit cave, hopefully giving us our 4 apples, the apricot, the cherry and the other fruit, so we don't have to buy any trees. As we can only sell 1 stack of each item, it is worth deciding what crop you want to make into jelly, juice, pickles and wine. For juice, I'll be using pumpkins. For jelly, I'll be using melons. And for wine, obviously, star fruits. I'm not quite sure about the pickles. The mine entrance is completely filled with money-making machines. So from now on, use the bus tunnel just outside the farm. By the end of fall, we had hundreds of corn and over 1,000 seeds ready for next year. In winter, we can plant our seeds made from winter roots and powder melon seeds, drink coffee and wander around collecting the winter forage for selling in the future and making more winter seeds. The materials we still need are coal, copper and iron, so keep collecting them from the mines until you have filled the bus area with kegs and preserves jars. This is the best time to catch the goby fish and also catch the perch and the squid, albacore and midnight fish. Catch them all at night, so spend the day mining for more resources and then fishing for them. I forgot to catch the lanternfish and I failed to catch the octopus, so I can't catch all the fish until getting the magic bait, sadly. After a little deliberation, I've decided to upgrade the coop and get a duck. I need a duck anyway for its egg and feather, but I was hoping for it to appear in the travelling cart, but it hasn't done it yet, so I think it's better I get it out the way. I have the money and resources anyway. You should buy 2 ducks and pet them every day, and in 3 days the greenhouse will be ready for you. Plant melons and pumpkins and ancient fruit, plus anything else that you want to make money from. Each week plant a boatload more winter seeds, but stop at last week as that will be the amount we end up selling. I may change my mind, but I may run out of steam by the end of year 2. Make some geode crushers to open geodes without wasting any money and unlock the sewers. Now is a good time to catch the mutant carp and the glacier fish using Dish of the Sea and deluxe bait. Not too bad. Emily has given us the wool we needed, so no need for sheep and probably not even a rabbit. Iridium bats spawn on our farm, giving us iridium that we need for the boat. Now we just need some apples and a truffle. I wonder if it's possible to change the RNG for the travelling merchant. I'll check that on Monday. During year 2, our only real objective is to complete the shipping items in order to maximise our profits. Year 1 was spent maxing out skills and getting one of each thing. We have about 800 spring seeds and each one will be iridium quality, increasing profit by a large chunk. We plant everything we can, filling our inventory with junk. We are only picking up gold star vegetables. This only increases profit by a small amount, so it's generally not worth it, but it is a trick that you can use to slightly increase profits. On the first rainy day, we use our advanced iridium rod, which is free, to catch the legend and put it in a fish pond, and with the animal cracker we found, very soon we'll be rich. So just get the pond and barn with your money. After all the spring seeds have been planted and grown, sell all of them in order, making enough money to unlock the bus, upgrade the barns, and ready for a truffle. We buy an apple tree and plant it in the greenhouse for a guaranteed completed community centre in the middle of summer. We need to buy garlic and rhubarb, but the rhubarb takes a long time to grow, so if you leave it too late, just grow one in the greenhouse or on Ginger Island. On the last week of spring, sell the forage as we want money. We have a bunch of jades, killing bats on the farm and making crystallariums with it. Now we have to wait for a lucky day and just spam the mines. We like to get an auto petter for the barn, allowing us to be free and just leave the cow, goat and pig free until they give us what we need. The lucky rabbit's foot can come from the serpents in the skull caverns, so there's no need to buy one, but we need 3, so we may have to in the future. By the end of spring, we've made a whopping 200,000, spending all of it on buildings, tools, animals, and 2 useful books, Speed Up and Price Catalogue. no more need to use a calculator. In the summer, we need to plant and grow as many star fruits, melons as possible, but we also need our bloody pig and apple tree to grow. Fortunately, they're both ready at the same time. We're able to finish the community centre midsummer. Some of you may have noticed that I changed some of the game files around, and here's what happens when the wizard replaces Pierre. Absolutely amazing. It's a rainy day and the Lost bundle is available. We already have most of what we need, just the caviar. You could catch a bunch of sturgeons or make a fish pond, it's up to you. I ended up making a fish pond. As it's raining, let's do the wizard quest and repair the boat ready for tomorrow. Finally, Ginger Island. Cut the grass, chop a tree, place down some gems, hoe up some nuts, make a chest, shoot a nut, rummage for nuts, unlock the farm, scrounge around the area for the rest of the nuts. We have 19 before heading into the volcano. If it's been a while, you can take screenshots of the volcano map and find the route to the top quickly. We make it after finding 11 nuts and grab 2 more at the top, combining our rings and equipping the Savage Ring for even more speed in the future. Warp home and put the Ginger Mystic Syrup Volcano Gem in the chest saved for later. The next day we collect our melons and turn them into seeds and bring our seeds for the island across. Unlock the house and the island trader before volcano diving to get some dragon teeth. We need 5 for the banana sapling. Then we can actually finish the challenge. The items we don't have yet are banana, mango, radioactive materials, dried fruit raisins, and ostrich egg. I actually did not have the caviar or the rabbit's foot either. So after getting the sapling down, we need to unlock the dig site. Here Dr. Snail can give us a mango sapling after completing some donations, or alternatively kill tiger slimes, and you should hopefully get one. Completing Dr. Snail's museum will grant us an ostrich egg incubator. We will still need to dig up an ostrich egg using the notes. After about a week, you should have 100 walnuts, so pray for a quest involving the mines and use your 100 jades to get down to the bottom, collecting at least 6 radioactive ore. Put 5 grapes in the dehumidifier and 5 oranges, and that's all of the items that we need. I do end up making the fish pond with the sturgeon and buying some rabbits. Now that all of the items are sorted, it's about time we focus our time on making money. The next big money maker is mayo, so we need some ostriches and chickens. After that, it's the jelly, pickles, wine and juices. We already have a plan for them, so only focus on them for now. In the time you have left over, or while you're waiting for your banana tree to grow, fish in the volcano with a few smokers and a bait maker to catch lava eels. Use the quality bobber and any tackle that you want to speed up the process. I find the lava eels difficult to catch, so I ended up using the trap bobber. I think I ended up with about 430 smoked lava eels, which made about 2.5 million, which is pretty good. In order to get perfection, you have to get all of the obelisks. We would need a lot of iridium, coconuts, clams, corals, cactus fruits, and a few other things. Make sure to scrounge around for them and keep them in a separate chest near your house. After selling the mayo, you'll be able to purchase a few more things. Best to buy starfruit and another fish pond. For that sturgeon, you probably need a steel pickaxe and other useful things. On the last week of year 2, we will be selling everything we have accumulated, using the last week to get the obelisks and the golden clock. Unfortunately, I made a little bit too little money to get the golden clock this time. On my farm, I've made a chest of loved gifts, and this was just to help me get max friendship with as many people as possible. Spending every Sunday and Monday giving gifts is a great way to get perfection. I didn't do this. On the last week, we've made 6.9 million, but just on that last week. In total, I think we made about 7.5 million for the whole year. We built all the 4 warp totems, caught all the fish, filled all the museum, shipped all items in order, we married Emily, we ate all of the star drops, completed all of the monster eradication goals. So we ended our percent completed with 68%, but we also paid for 7 waivers with the leftover money. If we had prepared all the ingredients for cooking as well and gotten a bit luckier with the travelling merchant, we could have done so much better. In this particular challenge, the travelling merchant didn't have large milk, truffles, duck feathers or duck eggs in year 1, making Ginger Island and the greenhouse opened very late for us, and we got unlucky with the apples. However, the fact that we could only sell 1 stack of each item meant we were severely limited on money throughout the whole challenge. I think I only ended up with having 250,000 gold after selling the jelly, and before then, the amount of money I needed to spend all of it just to keep the challenge alive. All the money went on buildings or necessary items until I paid for the totems. Although I did buy a lot of star fruits. So Grandpa, what do you think? Thanks for watching. Please like and share if you want to support me. Thanks to Gwen and BitGamerTom for the inspiration for the video. Check out their videos as they're pretty good. Be good to yourselves and to others, and I'll see you in the next one.